Hey, how y'all doing? It's Craig here again. This is the eBay Husqvarna 576 purchase. I'm ready to do the first start. Just do a little overview here. Talk about it a little bit before we go to the first start. Purchased this saw off of eBay for $151.99. I kind of snuck in there and got it. It was sold as a part saw, cylinder piston scored is what it said in the description. Piston and cylinder were pretty scored up, especially the piston. I've got the cylinder honed out. Still has a few small marks in it. I think I can reuse the cylinder that come off of it. I'm going to try it. Not today, but eventually I will try it, just to see if I can make it run. But anyway, we'll get to this saw. This is basically it's a complete case split OE rebuild. Everything I put back in it is original equipment. Everything comes from Husqvarna. Start with the crank bearings. Both crank bearings, the PTO side and the mag side, or the flywheel side. The bearings were, I got some prices written down here. The bearings and all the parts, including the cylinder, the piston, the rings, the rubber hoses, air filter, probably a couple things in there I'm forgetting, carb rebuild kit, fuel filter. I know there's a couple other pieces I'm forgetting, but all the parts to rebuild this saw come to just shy of $350, like really about $330. A brand new muffler. The one that was on it I didn't really care too much for. I've already got it put up, but around where the through pieces were, the support pieces, it was all beat in and kind of the welds were opened up, so it was going to be leaking exhaust around one of them support tubes, so I decided to put a new muffler on it. This muffler, I actually found it on eBay. It's an open can style, no baffle. Found it on eBay for $45. These typically sell for up around $65 to $85, but I was lucky enough to find that one for $45. So we put new bearings on the crank. I've done a base gasket build, new cylinder, new piston and rings, new wrist pin bearing, circlips, all that's Husqvarna. New intake boot. Rebuilt the original carburetor to come off of it, which is an Autotune carburetor. You will not see a video on that, and the reason you're not going to see a video on that is because once I got into it, it's nothing more than just a regular carburetor inside with a computer chip on top that adjusts the high side and the idle. There's no taking that apart, so there wasn't nothing special there to show. Air filter. I put a new rubber deflector in the side cover. I'm going to run the original clutch drum, the original clutch, and this saw will be sporting, if I can get a 404 pitch, 63 thousandths 24-inch bar and chain. I've been cruising eBay and I think I've found everything I need to convert this to 404 pitch. I've had a couple people tell me that it can't be done, and one person said that Oregon did not even offer that bar. I went right to Oregon's website and found it. I didn't have to do anything to this chain brake. All the pieces are there. Works as it should. I am going to do a decomp delete run on this saw. I just got a plug done in there. Really, the anti-vibes were original to the saw. None of them were broke, so I didn't have to replace any of them. I did take the pull start completely apart, had the spring clear out of it. It's got the original rope, although it's cut down a couple inches. I cleaned all that out. I put some lithium grease on the spring and on the stem where the rope pulley rides. So that's all set, ready to go. It does have the limited 13.3 coil in it. It's a gray coil. Really, I think that's about all there is. I'm not going to put a bar and chain on it to do the first start, so I'm going to tighten these nuts down just a little bit here. I'll pause it here in just a second so I can do that. We'll come back and we'll gas it up, put a little bit of bar oil in it, and we'll see if we can't make this thing pop and run. Got my son outside splitting firewood right now, so after we do this I'll take you out and let you have a little peek at him working. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Like I said, it's a complete OE build, so it's probably a little pricey, maybe even a little too pricey for what it is, but it's still cheaper than going out and buying a saw of the same size. Like I said, I got $151.99 buying the saw from eBay. Parts come to just under $330. The muffler was another $45, and the bar, the 24-inch 404 bar, and the rim sprocket, 404 rim sprocket, is going to be another $54. So total money I've got in this saw, cutting wood with a 404 pitch 24-inch 63 thousandths bar and chain, is right at $580. Like I said, take the bar and chain off there and you're under $530. Again, that's probably a little pricey, but if you take and purchase a 372 off of Hetzel, and by the time you get it to you, you're probably looking at about $250 for a clone, if not a little bit more, plus a bar and chain. So this is about twice as much as what a 372 clone would be, plus a bar and chain. And it's all OE. There's not one aftermarket part in here. And there is one other thing that I forgot to mention. One of the strap buckles, I had to replace that, and I found these on eBay relatively cheap. I think they were like $3 a piece. But there it is in all of its glory. Oh, also a brand new label here, sticker. That was like $3 for that. The old one was all tore up and half peeled off. But anyway, I have not got the air filter yet. The parts include the air filter. Here's the air filter to come off of it. Kind of dirty, so I don't want to put that back on. So, go ahead and gas this beast up. Put some bar oil in it. See if we can't make it pop. As always, shake the gas before you put it in. Hopefully this tank doesn't have no holes in it. This is a dry system. Last thing that was in here was solvent out of my parts cleaner. Actually, that's a lie. Last thing that was in here was brake clean to clean the solvent out of it. Full tank of gas. Put some bar oil in it now. Fill it up. Can't hardly see down in there, it's dark. Don't want to run it over. There it is, finally coming up in the, where I can see it there. That stuff is tacky and stringy. Logger's choice, I'm just about out of that. I can't find any more of it. I think they quit making it, or they've just fallen off the face of the earth. Okay. See, we're dry there. Let it sit here just a second or two and see if we're going to hold gas in the tank. Looks like we are. That's always a good sign. Readjust the camera here. See how many pulls this thing takes. It does have spark. I did test it the other day for spark. Actually, yesterday. The kill switch does work, or it did. This is what I like about this series of saws. The blue handles the choke. Just pull the choke out and it automatically turns it on. I don't know how many poles that was. 5 or 6 on a dry system. Choke's now off. Glasses are about ready to fall. Thumbs up on that one. Let's see if it restarts. And as you can see, I hope you can see, it's oiling like a beast already. I've got all kinds of oil here on the floor. So let me get my rag set out because I don't want that on my cardboard. So there we go. There's the oil. For what little bit I ran it, that's the oil that's coming out of it already. There's the saw. eBay 576 XP Autotune saw. And what did I say I had it in a running saw? And this will be with a bar and a chain. Right at $580. I've seen these saws being sold on eBay for as much as $900. I know they're not actually selling for $900 for used ones, rebuilt ones. I ought to be able to turn around and sell that saw for, I would say, $650, $700 with a bar and chain. I would hope, being a complete rebuild, documented on YouTube. I still got receipts to show it, so there y'all are. I don't know what else to say. It runs. It acts like it's got gobs of power. So I'll get a bar and chain on it. We'll do the first cuts. I'll get that done on video and get that uploaded to YouTube also. And got a little project here. This was brought to me a couple days ago. This will be another project that I'm going to work on while I've got time here, while I'm off on vacation. Okay, I know you're all saying, Poland. Well, I tried to talk the guy out of redoing it. And actually, I did talk him out of it. He went out and bought another brand new Poland. And give that one to me. And it had a scored piston and cylinder in it, and I got to checking, and I was able to buy a piston and cylinder kit for that saw. Let me get my receipts here. $38.99. So there's the cylinder. And it did come with the plastic inserts. This is for that little pulling. And then here's the piston that goes with it. Maybe if I can get this thing open. There we go. Piston ring, wrist pin. I'll have to reuse the wrist pin bearing. But less than $40 for a cylinder kit for that saw. And it was given to me. Had a bar and chain already on it. So I'll be able to turn around and sell that saw for $80 or so once I get it put back together and double my money. We'll take a little walk here, take the camera off the tripod. We'll go watch my boy split some wood. Just a little extra added bonus here. For a couple years. Homemade log splitter. We welded up. The Honda engine come out of the trash dumpster at work. Had an old 3-inch salt pump, trash pump on it that was all ate up. I cut the ends off the thread, mounted it on here, and that's what we use for the log splitter. Okay. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.